Wow,
Action.
wow,
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Women Crushing It Wednesday with my girl Nika and I. And we have two special guests, the champ Jamel Herring and Coach Red, the man. How y'all doing tonight?
wow. Back to reality.
Back to reality. You know what? First of all, congratulations to Coach Red and also Jamel, because you're part of the team, part of the stable. And
Yeah,
congratulations, Coach Red, on a beautiful
thank you,
performance last Saturday.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Great
Yes,
job.
congratulations and fuck all the haters.
Yeah,
That's right.
she
Yeah,
has,
yeah, yeah.
she.
IOTBA, hello.
What's going on, IOTBA, man?
Oh wait,
Yeah,
let me
that's
give a shout out to him because this is their t-shirt for their new podcast, Spit Bucket official Spit Bucket. I don't know,
that.
but
That's my man
I
from
got one.
Dallas, ain't it?
Yes,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
What's
yeah.
up? Yeah, what's up, B?
that's a very, very nice shirt. I'm gonna order mine too, Corray. I'm gonna order mine real soon because I need one of those. Twin Munoz, what's upper? What's upper? But hey, guys, I want to ask y'all. So, like, after this victory Saturday, I know that there was a an after party at the club,
One charger.
and but I want to know. I want to know what y'all did, like as a team. Like, did y'all do anything
Yeah.
special to like celebrate, or do I want to ask? I don't know.
Nah, it was crazy. Like, I know Bud had the little victory party, but he was there for like maybe an hour.
Yeah.
And then he like when he bounced, everybody else, we just all said whatever, forget it. We out. So we didn't really no one I had dinner with Red or whatever. And then after dinner I went over there because I let me shoot over there to see Bud and them. I went over there and like literally I was only maybe like 20, 30 minutes and Bud was ready because Bud is he's not a big
No.
party
Yeah.
like that. You know what I mean? Like I said, he got the job done. He was at it, so we was like, whatever. We out.
I didn't go in. I didn't go at all. We after we had dinner at that noodle spot. Shit, I hung around in the casino a little bit and then went to my room. Tried to find a
Right.
fight online to watch.
So whenever you watch it online and being there, like, is it totally different, or do you see the things the same as when you're in the corner and you're watching online?
You see more stuff.
That
Like
scorecard.
you see
That's
that. That's why like it was it was closer to me in the corner because you be in the corners, you get bad angles. You can't see nothing because
right.
you actually see in the
You only
fucking
get one
corner.
view. You only get one view.
You know what I mean? So to see it with all of the different camera angles, you can see like a lot of that shit wasn't landing and shit like that. So I still kind of have the same view because it was kind of, I thought some of the rounds was competitive. Some of them was close. He won some, you know what I mean? But when you look at it on tape, you see like he was missing a lot. He landed he landed some good clean shots here and there, but a lot of that shit was hitting the arms and he wasn't
Mm-hmm.
really landing as much as they gave him
Really?
credit for. They gave him credit. I think they gave him a lot of credit for activity. He was
Yeah.
might have been outworking Bud in some spots, but other than that, um, it was a lot. It looked like a way more easier than it looked in person.
Well, I want to ask y'all, like, what did y'all think about the people that were like, "Oh, Porter was winning until the knockdowns"? Like, what do y'all say, Nika?
No,
What did you
I
say
mean,
about that?
I'm with like with Red though. Like from where I was sitting at, I felt that it was close, at
Uh huh.
times and like in
Yeah.
spots. But I didn't see it to where like they could say like Sean had this huge margin, whatever. Like I seen it was just like I said, like for me it was like Bud will always start out. It was actually starting out a lot faster and sharper in the beginning, and then typical Sean Porter fashion, he would always try to rally in the end and that stuff like that kind of sway people's opinions and even the judges. So it was one of those type of moments. But like once I started seeing Bud, and I said it, once I started seeing Bud catch his groove and started getting his
Yeah.
timing and his distance, and he started putting them all together, then it was like okay, I can see it still being close, but I started seeing it sway more in Bud's favor. But
Yeah,
everybody got
I
their
think
difference of opinion.
the early rounds it kind of went back and forth between the
Right.
first 4 or 5 rounds. I think it was a couple swing rounds in there. I think from 7 on, 7, 8, 9, Bud swept 7, 8, 9, and then the two knockdowns in 10. So it's just basically the haters, really. I mean, they looking for
Absolutely.
something to
Yeah,
discredit.
I was gonna
And
say
the thing
like
of it, go ahead.
No, it's like if you wanted Sean to win, then that's the way you were seeing it. Like,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
it was
Especially if
just
you're an
like
Errol Spence fan, they wanted Sean to
exactly
derail
because
that,
if
so
you were
they
an
so they
Errol
ain't got to
Spence
deal with
fan,
him.
you were definitely a Porter fan and you wanted him to win, so you were seeing it in his favor because I saw a lot of body work from Bud, so
Yes.
I feel like if you
I just,
wanted
I
Sean to
know,
win,
yeah.
you saw something different. Like
I felt
I
Bud
just
was
wasn't.
getting. I felt Bud was getting a lot of credit for the countering. Also, he was doing a
Yeah.
lot of. He was doing a lot of, saying good like step back countering, especially when he was timing Sean's aggressiveness and dipping his head. Bud would come on with that sneaky up, or he would come with the check hook. He would come with the check. He would come with the check hook at times that would throw Sean into the ropes or all one of the corners. But no, I mean Sean was he was doing his thing. But like say it just like if you look at it at a certain angle. And him being so busy and active, people might have a different perspective. But when you really sit there and break it down after you rewatch it again, I mean, Bud was doing a lot of good things in there, and he was showing different dynamics of his arsenal.
Technically, that was Sean's best performance, technical wise.
Absolutely, I do too. I think so too. I agree
Because
with that.
I mean, he felt that power early, and he wasn't. He wasn't like how when he fought EJ, he was just constant pressure. He tried to box a little bit in spots, but Errol couldn't fight as good as Bud going backwards. So he seen he was catching shit coming to Bud stepping backwards, hitting it with shit. So he wasn't so apt to do that as often. But technically, like he was doing some shit. Like he was trying to be smart. He was trying to counter Bud's when Bud throw one jab or one shot. He was trying to get under him. When Bud would like kind of tell he's about to throw the left hand, he's trying to bait him to get under him and then come over top of him. So it was just little stuff that he was like. It was like Sean is. I got to give Sean a lot of credit for his boxing IQ, which we talked about before the fight. Because if you watch his fights, he don't just. It's not a complete bum rush session like people try to make it like Sean just fight bum rush. But I feel like he mixes some boxing in between, and he's more technical than he gets credit for it. He's very fast with his feet, very very quick. He got real good quickness with his feet. So
he does, but I saw something that I saw that I hadn't really seen too often with Bud that I loved was that sidestep with his lead hand. Well, whenever he was in his southpaw stance, like that sidestep, getting out of the way, and then those sneaky body shots. I was just like, wow, it was
that's the Red Spike special. That's the I know exactly what that's the stuff that Red has it all working on.
Yeah.
Well, say sneaking over just a little step to the side. You don't gotta when you're still in range, but you're out of you're out of their range of getting hit with something stupid.
Right. You hit them, but they can't hit you.
And you're just on the outside of them.
Yeah, that's what I work at every day. Like combination step, this step.
Yep.
Shit, Joel said I was yelling "step" in my sleep when I was at the camp house.
Step. We have just a few comments. Let me see. Crawford put on, okay, he's the best in the welterweight division. Performance. I thought Porter had only won 2 rounds. This from Joshua. He wasn't landing much clean. The Spit Bucket said, I had Porter up early, but it was obvious when Bud was taking over, and I think we all knew what was coming. Great fight and effort from both gentlemen. And then IOTBAR dude, he's like, why these fans throwing salt on Crawford victory? We just ignore them.
What do you guys have to say about the? I'm drinking, so let me shut up. Like the fans.
You're fine.
I mean,
the fans that are saying that this was scripted, that this was like that that Porter threw the fight on purpose. It was set up, and I'm like, wow, this is what you guys are doing. Like, this is really.
Listen,
come on.
I mean, it comes to like me and Red always talk about these things. We already know what's gonna come before the bell rings, so you can't. A win's a win, you know what I mean? Whatever, people gonna have their own narrative on whatever they want, whatever they choose. Apparently, shit, I threw away my fight. So I heard, you know what I'm saying? Like, me score cool now. I threw me. That was all. You know what I'm saying? Part of the game. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
On to the next. On to the next.
That's what people don't want to give you their props. I mean, it could be a fighter I completely don't dislike. But if they do something in that ring and they accomplish something or they do something, like you just got to give credit to them. Like,
absolutely,
you know what I mean?
absolutely.
It's basketball players I don't like. It's boxers I don't too much care for. But if they do something, like you got to be objective about certain shit. People just I don't know, man. Twitter streets ain't real. So Dave Chappelle said, "I ain't worried about Twitter because it ain't a real place."
Yeah, this is true.
Right. I know that's right. Davis had a question. Will Bud be the favorite when he fights Errol Spence Jr.? First of all, we don't even know if that's going to happen. And so it's like, I don't know. For me, it's like, I don't even care to talk about it. I don't know about y'all. What do y'all say about that?
I don't really think so. I don't really, I don't really think so. I don't really get into the favorites and all. Y'all know, y'all know my situation as it is the favorites and all that. So I don't really get in.
I watch the show. Y'all know my favorite. So
I mean, being objective, y'all know what side I'm on. But if you want to put it on paper, I mean, it's probably 50-50. I would probably,
that's most like I said,
or you would favor Bud slightly because of his toolbox. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I mean, I think it'll be 50-50 or maybe a slight edge to either one of them. But, you know, I mean, shit, the fight just got to happen. Like, you just got to – that's why you fight the fights.
Right.
Do y'all even want that fight anymore?
Yeah.
I mean,
really? I mean, that's Bud's fight. I mean, those like him, Ugas, and Thurman, those are Bud's
I want to see Ugas. Yeah, I want to see Ugas too. Ugas is not – Ugas is –
But do y'all feel that Errol wants that fight? Because I don't. To be honest, I don't feel like he wants that fight.
Nah, I mean, for me personally, like I said, I spoke to him. You know, so he mentioned it to me that he wanted to fight, but you know, that's all I can really say about that. Like he mentioned to me a few times that you know he wanted to fight and this and then the third, but you know, whatever they want to do on their side, it is what it is. But you know,
I don't think
anybody's scared. I don't think anybody's scared of anybody.
No, I don't think. I'm not saying that he's scared, but I don't feel like he wanted. Like I don't feel like
he answers to whoever he got to answer to. You know what I mean? Like it ain't just his decision. So, I mean that's. I mean, whoever he answering to might have a plan for him. So, you know, I don't know.
People have thrown other names in the pot too. I mean, they've thrown in Josh Taylor, Boots Ennis, Virgil Ortiz. You know, they've thrown those names in there too. What do y'all think about those names?
Well, I mean, shit, they got to get belts. I mean, Buzz. I mean, I'll say our objective is to be undisputed as legacy. Yes. I mean, Thurman, Ugas, Spence. Those are 2008, 2012 Olympians. Yes. That's our era. That's
Bug got history. He got history with Ugas as it is too.
Yeah, it's the notoriety. It's like, man, Virgil Ortiz and Boots, they got to forge their own legacy. I would say,
I agree.
I would say Virgil's resume might be a little better than Boots at this point, but they got to forge their own. They got to, they got to fight each other. They got to, you know what I mean, like. Now, so happens he, one of them the mandatory to get the WBC, then they in the way. Then we got to go get them. But as far as right now, shit, Thurman fought Pacquiao. He's a name. He's a good name. He's a world champion. Ugas just beat Pacquiao. He's the WBA champion. And you got the unified champ. Like, we're not trying to look down. We're trying to look up or even or, you know what I mean, something like that. Like, that's dipping. And I'm not trying to take nothing away from neither of them guys, too.
No, but I get it. That's just the way
I'm a fan of both of them guys. You know
absolutely,
what I mean? So they can
like
fight,
you said, there's levels, and
they got to forge. Right, they got to forge their own way. Nothing just give it to them. Shit, it took Bud 100 years to get Porter in the ring. We just gonna get him to fight. Right. No, we're gonna play the game how y'all want to play it.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, you got to work for it.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
As Sue said, Bob wants Taylor versus Crawford. Well, I'm sure he does.
He's a promoter. Of course,
of course he does. Boxing Rump says Jerron Ennis is going to be a problem. Well, I'm not going to go too far into that, but we don't know that yet. I need to see him fight somebody, but that's all I'm going to say about that.
Nah, Boost has the potential. Boost got the potential.
But I want to see.
Oh yeah, we all want to see. Yeah. But like, you can see like it's there. It's there. Yeah. It's in them. Like same thing people say. Basically, with like Tank, it's there. They just wanted to see these guys fight. Yeah. The better name out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we definitely want to see the best fight and the best. Man, this fight was Spence and Crawford watered down. I'm with you, Nika.
Well, Spence is holding those belts hostage.
Yeah, you know, because I feel like, you know, at the fight, when the fight was over, he walked out. And then, like, the first thing he did was, like, hop on Twitter and then talk a little shit. Like, that's what he do. He don't really, to me, he don't have that same energy in person about wanting to fight. Then he just do a little Twitter fingers, and then, you know, then all his fans get up in arms. And, I'm like,
I don't put
He's
no
not doing
stock
nothing.
into that. I don't put no stock into him leaving. I mean, shit, he left. I mean, shit, I don't really put no. I mean, maybe.
And then he got right on Twitter right after that and was talking shit. It's like,
he retweeted the poster. He retweeted the poster, I think.
Yeah, it don't matter.
No, he was like, no, he was talking about how
Sean's father. Kenny Porter. He's about Kenny.
Yeah,
no. That's one thing. See, but that's one thing. Me and Red actually spoke about. Was the Kenny Porter situation. We knew, like, just from them stopping it, people's gonna have some type of reason, like not like just the fans in general that had to try to downplay it. Because me and Red was like, we was hoping that they was gonna let that fight carry on. To be honest with you, because we wanted, like, I mean, like I said, I love Sean to death, but we wanted to see like a real. Real stoppage with you know what I mean?
It was a good stoppage. When I looked at it, like in the moment, it's like, what the fuck?
Right.
But when you go back and look, he dropped him twice. It was a minute.
It was still early. Yeah, it was still early in the round.
He had a whole minute and a half to deal with that man hurt. He was going.
Yes.
He was going to be highlight reel.
When he banged the canvas, I knew mentally he was gone. Like he was gonna get hurt. It was about to go down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
and
I was
his
like,
dad,
I'm glad.
His dad knew, and that's why he stopped it. So,
and that's a father-son relationship. So it's like, if that's my son, I can understand the stoppage. You know, when you train in fighters, you kind of you might let it go on a little bit, like as a trainer. But as a father, you know what I mean? That's why it was a little premature. I feel like it was a little premature, but it was the right decision.
That's the question I have for you. Like, what do you think about fathers being trainers in the corner? Because, you know, I feel like they're always going to be more trigger happy to stop the fight because that's their son in the ring, you know?
That's their child. That's their child.
Yeah, so I know, but what do you guys think about fathers in the corner?
I mean, you got to put your heart before, you know what I'm saying, before a fight.
Yeah.
You got to put your heart first before a fight. You know what I'm saying? So that's your child.
I don't question his decision. And fathers in the corner, it just depends. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's why we have a team. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if it's a father in the corner, he might need a couple of assistants. He might need somebody to get another you know what I mean, opinion from. You know what I mean? Because sometimes your heart can get in the way. So
I agree. I mean, I've worked my son's corners, and I get it. I get it. I needed a team around me telling me what I needed to do. The Spit Bucket said Kenny tried to steal the show. First with those shitty comments towards Sean, then saying he planned on stopping it before the first bell ever rang. Oh, I didn't hear that about the first bell ever rang. I didn't hear that. Did y'all hear that?
I read something about it. I mean,
that doesn't make sense.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, the preparation thing, I don't believe he was in shape. He was sharp.
Right.
Like he made Bud raise his level. So as far as that preparation, lack of preparation, Sean was prepared. He was in shape. He was a dog. He just got slowed down with them heavy shots, body shots. Like Bud was hitting them with sneaky body shots.
Yeah, those I heard those body shots. They were loud as hell. Yeah,
I wear a vest and I have a shield, and my ribs hurt.
Yeah,
I know them shots hurt.
Well, and the thing is too, if he wasn't well prepared and his dad knew it, he's not going to put him in there with a killer. Like, come on, who does that? And he is a dad. You know, a coach wouldn't do that, much less a dad. I'm just saying.
I don't know. Shout out to Team Sport.
I don't
know, man.
ITBA said Kenny did the right thing to stop the fight. After 2 knockdowns, he was finna get world starred by Crawford.
Correct, you a fool, dude.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. You know, I had seen Jesus says, fortify everybody, good retirement. Spit Bucket, I'll look for the video, look shady AF.
I don't think Sean gonna retire, man. I think he still got good miles on him. I think he.
Do you think his dad wants him to retire, or he wants to retire? Like, what is it? Do you think that they agree? You know, because I don't.
I don't know.
His dad at the press conference was saying at the post press or whatever was talking like he knew before, you know what I'm saying, Sean announced to dad that he was retiring or whatever, something like that. So it seemed like he wanted, Sean probably at the, saying, and it's probably his emotions because of everything he was saying from what happened in the ring, and could have took over, but from the way he was saying, like he knew Sean was retiring anyway.
Yeah, that's how he made it seem. David said, does anyone care about Lopez versus
Yes, I do.
Okay, let's talk about
it. Do you really?
I don't
yes, I do.
I'm not excited about it.
I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not excited. I mean, I'm
gonna
watch any boxing. I watch.
I care because we finally. It took like 3 years for the fight to happen, man. Let's we gotta get this out the way.
Let's do it.
I feel like it fizzled out months ago. It fizzled out months ago, and they're trying their best to like work this fight up with the dads arguing and all that stuff. But it's like they're reaching.
But you know,
nobody want to see that shit, man. Dads in the training, sit your ass down, man.
Right?
Sit your ass down.
I feel like they're reaching.
Junior Wild, man.
Trainer beefs is stupid.
What the fuck you talking about, bro?
Trainer beefs is stupid, man. Sit your ass down.
Trainer beef.
They're not getting in the ring. They're not getting in the ring.
Let the fucking fighters deal with it. Like even on Twitter and everything, I don't jump in Buzz shit. I don't jump in Jamel shit. Y'all one-on-one handle that one.
You know what? But I jump in it, and I need to stop doing that. I be jumping in these.
Y'all need to hire Nika, like for real.
No.
It's Monday Night Raw.
We good. We got Bernie. We got Bernie for that.
Yeah.
Bernie to talk that shit.
I need to stop talking shit because I'm working on it. Somebody has a question for you, Red. They said, Red, when do y'all expect to hear back from WBC on the petition for Bud to be the mandatory?
I don't know. I don't know how quick they gonna work. So I mean, hopefully within the next couple of months. That's what I would hope. They usually shit like that usually happen around the conventions because the conventions is when people try to lobby their fighters. So I don't know when they had one. I don't know. I really don't give a shit, to be honest. That's my answer.
Yeah. I have a question also because I noticed that you guys have some new fighters in your stable that were added recently with Keyshawn Johnson.
B&B got to reload their gun. We got to put this gun down.
The DB3.
Yeah.
We just trained them. We just had a training session with them. Shout out to Kelvin, Keon, and Keyshawn. Yeah. December 11th in New York City. Keyshawn Davis is fighting on that card. So, you know what I mean? Like, we're getting them ready right now as we speak.
That's awesome.
Nice,
L-Dub, I got to meet L-Dub, and it was so good to meet you. What's good, Christine? Good to meet you at the fights. Nika, salute champ. Coach Red, my guy.
What up, L-Dub? Yeah, I met L-Dub I think it was in Atlanta in the elevator and shit. He said, you know who I am? I'm L-Dub. I said, oh, okay. Because we'd go back and forth on Bernie podcasts and shit. We'll respect, though. But we'll be arguing and shit on there. I'm like, oh, what's up?
You know, a lot of Bernie's viewers are Spence fans who go in there and chime in.
He getting them views though. He getting them views. He getting them views.
Yeah. That's why I'm gonna ask him to come on my thing because I'll be looking at the chat and I'll be like, God, these people hate Crawford, but they're in this chat faithfully every time Bernie's on here. Like,
he getting them views.
Crazy.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it.
But I have a question.
That's what he want. That's what he want.
Yeah.
Why do y'all think people are so caught up on these pay-per-view numbers? Because I saw the podcast, Porter's podcast that Bud was on, and I'm sorry, Porter, I only watched it till Bud was done, and then I didn't watch the rest. But I agree with him about the app and stuff. Like, I mean, honestly, I'm not a technical person. If I wasn't there, I would have had someone have to do it for me. Why are people so caught up on that?
It's very true.
It kind of, in my opinion, it kind of gives like the fight fans validation, which their favorite fighter is the draw and stuff like that. That's really when you look on social media, that's how they really pointed as like, he didn't do better. he didn't do better numbers than such and such, so such and such needs to get the bigger pot. And that's why I don't really get like if it was a good fight, it was a good fight. If you missed that, if you didn't watch it, then you missed out. Then that's how I look at things. But I ain't worried about. I don't care about who's you know what I'm saying, getting these the bigger number or whatever. I just want to see the fights. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, same. And it was a fire show. That was one of the greatest fights I've ever seen. And I'm not just being biased. You know, I'm really not.
I have another question.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Ask your question.
Do you think that Bud will ever get his credit for being one of the top welterweights? Because I feel like I tell people this all the time. He could be like fighting Jesus, the Incredible Hulk, Superman,
I think
and they're gonna still find a way to hate.
He's gotten his credit as one of the top welterweights. The argument with these people usually make is he the number one welterweight, but he's definitely gotten his. You know what I'm saying? That without a doubt, he's one of the best in the world. Period. But they also have the argument who's number one and who's number two.
I don't feel like they give him his credit. I don't.
He's always I've seen he's gotten his credit.
Something.
I've seen haters give him his credit. They give him his credit, but they just say their guy, mainly Errol, is just better than him.
When he beat,
vice versa.
When he beat Spence, they gonna say, "Well, he can't beat Boots." When he beat Boots, they gonna say he can't.
Right.
It's always Canelo. When he it's just. I mean, that's just how
he need to move on. He need to move on and fight Big Charlo.
I don't care.
Not little Charlo. He got to fight. He got to fight Big Charlo there. At middleweight.
Exactly.
They make excuses for who they like and who they don't like. True. You know what I mean? So they hate who they don't like. You can always find a reason not to like this or discredit this, and then you can also find excuses for the fighters you like. And that's what people do. So I mean, I don't get caught up in that shit.
No. Lee Groves, greetings and salutations to all. Thanks, Lee, for joining us.
What's going on, Lee?
Lee is the man. Joshua Brewer says, I hate the fans coming with that money talk as though they're negotiating the fights personally. Everything. I know, right? Like, shut up.
They're getting the cut. They're getting the cut. Whatever.
They're getting the cut. They're disappointed in the paycheck.
For real, that's how they be acting like shit.
They swear they be at the table. They swear they be at the table.
Yeah, I agree. Emlo said him and Nello have similar hate. I agree with that, Emlo. And we usually do agree on a lot of stuff, and that I definitely agree with.
I love Canelo, man. I don't understand the Canelo hate. Canelo's great.
It'd be crazy. Canelo, I seen like Canelo be getting hate in his own country though. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, his own country.
Don't vets don't be showing Canelo no love, boy, in his own country.
It's so true.
I know it's real.
Says no matter who they fight, it's never enough. That is so true. Like
that's true. That's definitely true.
Until you retire.
Until he retires.
Yeah, exactly. This question is for you, Jamel. ILTBA said, you tell us who's number one in the welterweight division.
I can't. Yeah, I don't really go in the whole rankings and shit. Honestly, especially when you got all these multiple champions. You know, I just like I said, I would want to see the two best. You know, welterweights. You know, to fight it out. Period.
Yep.
Even when honestly when like Red tell you when Rain Magazine had me at number one, I was still like, yo, I gotta fight this guy to truly be, right. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I am as a fighter. I don't really, you know, all the other stuff is who's just your opinion. Like I want, you know what I mean? That's why Red, you know what I'm saying? I dare, that's why I dare to be great, you know what I mean? That's why, you know, even now I'm like, yo, fuck it, we gotta get. I told like me and Red, we gotta get another belt. We still gotta fight these. I don't like shit. That's just me. Like so, I don't care about the whole number one. Two. I think your resume, you know what I'm saying, and your legacy will prove, you know what I'm saying, who was the best in that era when it's all said and done.
ITBA said, Jamel, stop being political.
There we go. yo, hit me up. Yo, you gotta hit me up, Craig. Craig gotta hit me up, man.
Correct, you know him. That's his bro. Him and Spence was Olympian brothers together. Like
all of guys,
he's gonna stay neutral. I understand it. I respect it. Like that's they got a relationship. You know what I mean? Like you can't. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be political sometimes. Shit.
Absolutely. Red, let me ask you, so y'all are getting all this young talent coming in, this new talent, and I know y'all get calls all the time, and people, when is enough? When do y'all say, you know what, there's three of us, yes, myself, you know, Bomac.
Shit, I thought that was I thought enough was like a year ago. I'm like, every time I look, they keep bringing, I'm like, yo, it ain't on me this time. It ain't on me this time. Right. Usually I'm trying to bring him a fight. I'm like, yo, he brought out three at once. I'm like, damn.
I mean, not to mention, listen. I mean, this is what you signed up for. This is what we signed up for. I mean, this was always our vision. So
Listen,
I mean, it is what it is. As far as my elbows and wrists don't like it, my ribs don't like it. But at the end of the day, man, this is what we signed up for. Like I said, it's 3 of us, and we just added Bernie to help us. So we, with them stables, you got to have the coaches to back it.
Absolutely.
So I mean,
I gotta say, Bernie is probably one of the best hype men in the business. Like he gets you like going like the
he
Rocky
be by himself. He
can
be by himself in a group of motherfuckers against him. He'll still hold his own. Won't
yeah.
at all. Yeah,
There's no doubt.
Well, hold on, L Dub. Is Consejo possible? Yeah, from what I heard yesterday, yeah.
Hold on, my phone ringing. I'll be right back.
You said you had some gems to drop. So is that one of the gems?
He pretty much L Dub he was on it.
Okay, nice. So that the question was Jamel is Consejo.
Coach Al, what's
is that
up?
How you saying? Possible for the WC.
Hey, hold on, Coach Al. Coach Al calling me right now.
Oh damn!
Hey, Coach Christine said hi. Jamel said hi. You on the podcast with me now?
The what pod? The what cast?
Enjoy the holiday.
Can y'all hear him?
Yeah, I am.
Yes. See, Coach Al might not have been able to do that app. You know?
Yeah. And tell them don't eat too much turkey.
Too much turkey, no. Coach, I'm in Colorado in camp with the team, with Team USA, so we don't get turkey.
Hold on, what's going on, Coach?
Just chilling, just sitting down watching TV, taking
a break. OTC
turkey. Troy here. I've been training him. He's been up here for about a month.
Okay.
I'm training him, getting ready for his December the 17th fight.
Okay. How you feeling?
Good, man.
Good.
Crawford look good. I seen the handwriting on the wall. They can say what they want to. I thought their father stopped at the perfect time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's the OG talking. Y'all hear the OG talking, right?
Yes, absolutely.
He stamped it for you.
Earlier, he was trying that left to the body, that hand underneath to the body. Then when he started making it work, it was just a matter of time. And when he knocked him down the first time, I said, oh, there it go. And then he got him that quick the second. I said, it's all over. He go finish him.
Yeah.
And then one thing I say about Crawford, he's a good finisher.
Yep.
You know, the handwriting was on the ball right there, and the father seen it.
Yep.
You know, I just didn't like the way the pop talked about after the fight. He didn't train him. Like, he had an ego because he lost. He should have just say, my son was in trouble, and I stopped him.
Yeah.
You know, that's the only thing, and I'm going to let him know when I see him, you know. That was wrong for what he said and everything.
Yep.
You know, but I take my hand off the border. He's a tough son of a gun, and he knew he did wrong. You see the way he hit the mat?
Yeah.
When he was down?
Yeah.
He knew he did wrong. That's a dying champ. You got to give him his pop.
Yeah, definitely, Coach.
Yeah, I got that. Oh, I got that old school laugh, that old school crackle.
You know, I wish I could have took a picture of that when he was hitting the mat. He knew he did wrong.
Yeah.
He lost his head when he got knocked down the first time. He should have danced and moved away, kept his hands, and cleared his head.
Yep.
But the toughness in him said, "I'm gonna step to him."
Yep.
And he, you know, he would have got stopped big time.
Yeah. Sometimes your heart get in the way, Coach.
Get in trouble. Them later rounds, that one Crawford is a killer. He got that killer instinct. You know, the handwriting was on the wall.
Got you, Coach.
Facts.
It was a good fight for TV. It was a good fight.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Definitely.
Yeah. We don't see them many good fights no more, you know, between the men, you know?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You know? And he's going to beat Spence if he fights him.
Y'all hear this?
Y'all heard that?
Y'all heard that?
Y'all heard that from Coach Al.
Coach Al.
The thing is, I don't think he go fight him. I hate to say that.
Well, we hope so. We got our fingers crossed, Coach.
Well, I thought if he
hope you're wrong, Coach.
He'd step in the ring and say, "Let's get the people together." He didn't do that. He walked away on out. Then he tried to say, "Well, like Crawford did nothing wrong. But Crawford did, he stopped him. He's the only one I've seen stop him like that and drop him twice in one round.
That's true.
You know, he should have played it up, say this could be a great fight between two killers, two champs.
Yeah.
He should have went in the ring.
Facts.
Yes.
But that's the way this different young generation is these days. You know, they let their ego get out there.
Yeah.
Champions fight champions. That's why I take my hat off to Porter. You can say all you want. He don't duck nobody. He fight everybody.
Right. He old school.
And he don't bitch about it. He say, hey, I lost, I won, I lost. And he keep his head up.
Right.
Class act.
Right.
You know, you don't see them guys like that no more.
Right.
Nope,
Right.
sure don't.
Can we ask him? Can we ask him what Michaela has next?
All right. They want to know what Michaela got coming up next, Coach Al.
Well, she going to go overseas. She going to do some speaking engagements over there. Then she'll be back up here in the end of December, January. She already told me. She said, Coach, I'll be right. She always come back up here 5 or 6 weeks. Then we come out Colorado for 3 weeks.
Okay. Well,
Tell Coach Al I'm babysitting her dogs.
I don't think it's what Nika meant about what's next. He really told the whole schedule, like where she going on type next.
I'm gonna clear this up. Christine says she babysitting Michaela dogs right now. Coach Christine.
I gotta go let them out.
I had them over my house for 4 or 5 camps. Then one day I went in my backyard and seen a pipe I never seen before. They dug in the backyard. And I see my pipe. So now she get a place for them.
And they fuck with the wrong shit.
They tearing up property.
All right, Coach. Let me clear something up. They want to know. Okay, Baumgartner just won. They beat Terry Harper, right? They want to know what's next in the ring. Like, is y'all looking at Baumgartner or what's next?
Either one. When we at this level, I told them just bring them. But I think they both going to duck for a while. They want to hold on their titles. Yeah. We going to go up, and if they don't fight us, we gonna go up.
Yeah.
If the money is right for, I told them, we go up if the money is right for.
Well, they talking real big, Coach. So especially Baumgartner is talking real big.
They talking about dragon.
She was actually calling Michaela out before.
We tried to get that fight. She called out. We tried to get the fight. They wouldn't fight him.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We want the fight. We thought we was gonna have a fight way back.
I thought that shit I thought it was because Alicia didn't get approved to fight, and I don't know how.
Yeah, she was saying about Vegas. Vegas didn't approve her.
I heard
Vegas didn't approve her.
They didn't approve of the fight or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I know we asked to fight him. We were supposed to fight him because I was training for the fight. Then they changed up.
Okay.
At the way Michaela is now, anybody in 130, I'll fight him quick. That was her toughest fight. And I told you that in the camp. And the only reason this girl throws so many punches, and you can't match her to try to outpunch her, because I ain't never seen nobody outpunch a person like that.
Yeah.
You know who she remind me of?
Who?
Aaron Pryor. That's the way he used to throw punches.
Yeah, Hamadouche, Aaron Pryor, yeah.
Right. And I know you can't try to outwork her. What you do is sit down on your punches and bang the body to slow her down.
Yeah.
That's why I say we're in perfect position. And in the 5th round, when I got on her, she settled down and started digging the body. Then you seen the difference. The fight started changing. 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. But the first 4 rounds could have went either way.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I would have gave her the first 2 rounds.
Yeah. Yeah, she started slowing down.
With swing bouts.
Yeah.
It could have went either way.
Yeah. Yeah.
But once Michaela sit down, we weren't matching her for punch. We were sitting down on the body shots. If you ever watch it again, you see how Michaela was sitting down, like we was working in the gym.
Yeah.
Digging with them body shots.
Yeah.
Side to side. The only thing I had a problem with, I kept getting on her when we was working in the gym to get her hands high because she's so low. The other thing was she kept her head a lot of times in the center so the girl could pull her head down.
Yeah.
When That was her job to do that to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And Bumper.
Right. And Bumper, she bump her a lot of times, but what happened when she bump her, still and keep pushing forward, she'll take a little step back. In her mind, she thinks she was getting space to punch. But what she should have did is a lot of times she should have just kept on with the front leg, pushing her back and punching. That way she can't come back.
Yeah.
She falling back on her heels.
Yeah.
But that kind of fight, I thought she did real good. Because that's a hard kind of fight to fight somebody that constantly throwing punches.
Mm-hmm.
And
You did so
the
good.
girl did, and they corner. This is when corners don't think. They thought I was going to have. Remember what I told you? I said, they're going to think I had Michaela box. Why? Because all the Michaela fights, I had a box and they're moving.
Yeah.
But I told her this fight, she ain't going to do that. She going to sit in there and bang the back.
I was like,
I told her the pressure. I made her sit right in there with her.
Yeah.
They didn't look for that.
I was like, man, this girl was like using that goddamn stick.
Right.
Jab ass. Kayla got a jab ass.
Coach should have thought, I always think of 2 or 3 different things. If this go wrong, we can do this. If this go wrong, we got this in the back. And then if they fail, you just tell them to fight them and close your eyes.
That's why.
Finish spots like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's why it's good to have a Terrence Crawford. He got A through Z.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, him, Andre Ward, and Mayweather, they got high IQs for boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Some of that you can't teach.
That's
They
true.
just do it automatically.
Yep.
I seen Crawford when he was 15. I tried to get him in the program. He'll tell you. And I seen little things, and I say he'll be a great one. And I watched your team, the way y'all work with them, and y'all got them doing different things. But it's easy to me to teach. It's them adjusting and doing it in the ring. That's the hard thing.
Yeah.
Especially when the mama jama popping on.
Yeah.
You know that kid was going to come. We know what he going to do. Just like that girl Michaela fought. They going to come. They going to throw punches.
Yeah.
We know what they going to do. Now, can our boxer stand there, box and move? Can he handle the pressure? That's the thing. That's what you learn from your boxers. That's the first time I seen Michaela suck it up and dug in there.
Yeah.
She damn sure did.
He did.
Yes, he did.
You know?
She bit down like a motherfucker.
Whenever you get fights like that, just like Crawford and Porter,
And that girl could
when
punch
you
too.
get fights like that, it makes a great TV fight. Your stock go up.
Yeah.
See, that kind of fight, I'm going to tell you this. Both of them fights is great fights. It's great for TV, great for boxing. Michaela fight, great for women boxing.
Yeah.
You don't see women fight like that.
Right.
I haven't seen a woman fight like that. Don't get me wrong. Carissa's a good fight. But to make a great fight, you got to have competition that push your ass to the edge.
Facts.
You hate to say it that way, but that's the truth.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
And look at all the things Carissa did. But she don't have no competition. You got to have competition to push you to that next level. Then you know where they at.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? I seen Crawford in a lot of fights. Not this fight was the one I really liked, but that fight before was the one, the first time I seen Crawford get mean.
Yeah.
Remember I told you? I said, that Mama Jama got mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a difference when you see that.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You know?
Yeah.
But both of them, to me, they both was good fights. And I take my hands off the Porter because that was a great fight
Yeah.
until he got stopped.
Yeah.
But what I like about him, this is a killer. When he got knocked down, he took his hand and must have hit the mat by 8 times. He knew he did wrong. He was pissed at himself. You don't see that.
Yeah.
You just don't. You know, that's a guy. You know, he about to die and just mad at himself for getting shot. I was watching and I had to play that scene back. He was he was with that floor, that mat. He must have hit it 8 times. You know, and I'm gonna tell you this: people say, "Well, his father shouldn't have stopped it." That's when Crawford is his most dangerous. He's a finisher.
Yeah.
When you got a Mama Jama finisher, he was going to stop him.
Yeah.
Pop did the right thing.
Yeah.
But I didn't like what his father said.
Yeah.
He should have said, "Hey, Crawford, 2 greater fighters, and this is it, and my son go retire."
Look at Jamil. Jamil, you ain't. All right.
Goes out. Look, goes out to give y'all a whole seminar if you let him. I'm trying to tell you.
He has so much knowledge.
Don't let him. Don't listen. Don't let him. Don't let him get on. Don't let him get on Vernon. Speaking on Vernon Forrest. That's a whole. That's a whole day right there.
Okay,
Jamel Lee had a really good question.
All right,
He
Coach.
said, when you watch boxing, what is the one aspect of matches that you see that you wish everyone else can see and appreciate?
So a lot of people don't understand the term of ring generalship. They don't understand. They, you know what I mean? You even like you can have a guy that's like very active, but if it's not effective aggression either, you know what I'm saying? They just assume that they, you know, that they may have won or whatever. They don't look at, you know, to see
Everything.
how certain fighters like you know, is setting up traps and things of that nature. I mean, some people just watch it, and I get that everybody's not going to be a student of the game, but it's just one thing, you know, you wish people who really want to dive into it more that they start, you know, looking at what's really happening in there in terms instead of just, you know, who did, you know, and looking at what that particular fighter is trying to do. You know what I mean? Because like I said, sometimes it's real. It can be a real good chess match, but then in the other eyes, they think it's just a boring, you know what I'm saying, fight with no action. But they're not understanding that some of these fighters are trying to really set up and plant traps.
Yeah. What do you say about that question, Red?
What was the question?
When you watch boxing, what is the one aspect of matches that you see that you wish everyone else could see and appreciate?
That's a great question, Lee Groves. God damn, that's a good question.
Right?
He's always with the good.
Yeah, Lee. He probably in his chair. He probably in his chair right now, spinning around with his hands like this and just typing away for the question.
When I watch boxing, because you know me, I watch it for the excitement. Like if it's a big fight, I watch for the excitement of it. Like I try to watch for a good fight. I don't try to get into completely breaking shit down or scoring rounds when I very first watch shit. When I watch it again is when I can like appreciate what I mean. I can see shit in the moment, but like when I really like sit down and try to break shit down, and I see the little intricacies and like it's just like with Canelo, like how he systematically breaks people down, and people don't notice it. People don't notice how he's hitting motherfuckers to the arms, hitting them in the shoulders, hitting them in the elbows, hitting them with little body shots, and they might be winning rounds, but they operating at 100%, and he operating at 60-70%. So when it comes down to stretch, he's pushing their ass and stopping their ass. Right. That's kind of similar to what Bud did to Porter, because you see Porter is, I mean, you see Bud is, I mean, it's just little things like that. It's like the little ebbs and flows of the fight, adjustments being made, and just the IQ of boxing. Like, you know what I mean? Like Jamel just said, setting traps and things like that. If y'all look at the Porter Bud fight, you see that left uppercut he hit him with multiple times to the body, to the head. Multiple. He hit him with the hook. He turned him with the right hook. Right. I mean, it was just a matter of time because Porter didn't make an adjustment, so it was there all night, and he finally got caught with it because he caught up with his timing. He slowed down, body shot slowed him down. It was a systematic breakdown. So just like to see how the greats break people down and try to implement that into what I do with my coaching. I mean, just try to add.
And I like to look for see if I can figure the strategy. It's like you get two guys and you kind of know what one guy does and what the other guy doesn't, and just to see like the corner strategy and how they like you said, set the traps or whatever. I like to watch for the strategy.
I mean, like I said, Nike even broke it down pretty well. What with Bud was doing in terms of the body shots, like there was a method to the madness. You know what I mean? Because we all knew if you listen, Sean gonna have legs for days if you don't take away his strengths. And his strengths is basically, you know what I'm saying, his footwork and his movement. So Bud was, you know what I'm saying, little by little breaking him down with those sneaky counter body shots and things like that. Because we know
those body shots, I mean, you guys were in the corner and like y'all don't hear what we hear on TV. Those things were loud as hell. I was like,
we heard him.
He's cracking. He's cracking. He's cracking his body. So I'm just like, why?
A couple of them sound like a 12 gauge.
Yeah, and I'm like, how these fans not hearing this and not seeing this? It's because
they see the same. They hear it too.
If you're going, but if you're going for someone, you only see what you want to see. You know,
absolutely.
Like, that's just what it is.
And they were sneaky.
That's what I mean. Yeah, he was slick. He would catch and shoot.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it was beautiful.
I was sitting there, listen. I was yelling from the crowd when like the one round when we seen when Bud just bit down and started walking him. That's when I knew. Okay, yeah, nothing that Sean can do right now can really bother him, at least physically. You know what I mean? So like Bud was locked in when I seen him, like, because it's usually the other way around. You usually see Sean the one playing the aggressor and constantly pushing and trying to place your back against rope. And then it's like, because I know Bud so well now, like he's also trying to prove it. He's also trying to make a point to his opponent mentally. Like when he would tie, when he was tying Sean up and he was walking him, that was his goal to show also that, you know what I'm saying, that I ain't no little guy in here. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm a big welterweight. Because if you really look at it, I was looking at Bud, like, yo, he looked big as hell. No, like, he looked stout as a motherfucker in this bitch. Like, yo.
But I have a question, because during the fight you couldn't see who was telling Bud this, but who was telling Bud like that he was down? And like that he wasn't up, and then that's when Bud kind of like
okay. I gotta clear this up because everybody want to take credit and clout and all that shit.
Yeah, so please clear it up.
Bud's nephew Trey was in the crowd. He said, "Red, they got Bud down." Like I guess Dre Ward had him down. I don't know if somebody texted him that or what. I told Bud, because you got one or two voices in the corner. Everybody can't be talking. So I tell Bo the information. Bo said it to him. If you listen to the audio, Bo said it to him like, hey, they got him up. And Bud looked over to whoever he looked over to and was like, I'm up. They up. Like, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that was transferred from Trey. Trey Crawford is the one who first said something about him being down. I mean, and then I said,
but it goes to show that Bud actually listens to you guys in the corner, because once you guys told him that, then he like
shit. That was a highlight. That was a highlight clip. I'm down.
I'm down.
He verified it. He verified it with somebody when he was sitting there. Because if you listen to the audio, you'll hear Bo say it. Mm-hmm. You hear Bo tell him like, "Hey, they got you down." They say he up, and he looked like, "I'm down." Like he looking at. I'm down. Oh, okay. What? How? Like, so, and those was things that we talked about before the fight. It was like we needed to make Sean completely miss. We needed to make him completely miss because a lot of those punches he caught on the glove or on the shoulder, shit like that. But Porter landed some little shit, but most of that shit wasn't landed clean, and he got credit for activity more than actually clean punches. And that's something that we talked about, making him miss clean, not letting him, out here. I got out hustled in a couple of spots here and there, you know what I mean? But that's all it was. And it's just, it's a good thing that we can build from. Like you like to have a little adversity. I'm glad we didn't beat them 10 rounds to nothing and didn't stop them. Then what we got to work on.
That's true.
We go back to camp now. We got some shit to work on. Some game plan and shit. You know what I mean? It's like, just some shit to be wary of. You never know what these judges is looking at. You never know. You know what I mean? So it's always, you can't let those rounds be close. You gotta completely separate yourself.
Yeah.
You know, so
you fight your opponent and the judges at times. You just don't even know.
Right.
Jamel, so I have a question for you. So when we had the little mix up about when the show was, you said you were going to drop some gems. You had some things that you were going to put out. I'm gonna ask
I
you.
mean, L Dub basically called it like I had a conversation yesterday.
He called it, okay.
And I always speak with Bo about everything also, so it ain't nothing new. Like, but well, at least with the team. But they actually gave me options, right? Honestly, like, and a lot of good options. Like either at 30, 35. I still feel like I need to handle finish business at 130. To be honest with you, to be honest. And I don't know what's going on with this Navarrete thing situation, but I'm saying Valdez could be actually another option in the near future, or a title eliminator, or I think the IBF route or whatever. But this for the most part, there's still world championship opportunities. So
nice.
That right there, saying keeps the motivation. And basically, that's why I've been trying to like preach to some of these fighters. Like sometimes it's not about, I mean, of course we all want to win them all, but like if you go out there and showcase, that you still, you're a true champion at times, other opportunities will come, will come around, once again. If you go out there, but some of these fighters these days, and I ain't knocking them, everybody got their own, everybody, things differently, but some of these fighters rather, stray from the bigger fights and then, hopefully try to cash out on that one big fight. So if they happen to lose, like, well, it was worth it. But some fighters are just, scared to take risks. Or, even if they do win and they look bad, taking that risk, then they feel like their stock goes down, whatever. But in some cases, that's not always the case. You know what I mean? Like we always get that old school mentality. Like, we want to fight everybody.
Right.
Regardless of what people may say or think of the outcome. Like, Red said it best after my last fight on Twitter. Like, we could have vacated, moved up, had this excuse, came with an injury. Even afterwards, I made no excuses, and that's that's just me. But to each his own.
That's a warrior.
But like I feel like I said it, like I said, and it's crazy with the politics side of boxing is like the whole deal with me and Shakur was the winner was supposed to be unifying, and then you still see Shakur rightfully won. You know what I'm saying? He deserved that unification matchup, but you see what he got to go through now. Like no one's trying to get in the ring with that man or keep their word. So it was like, and I look at Oscar Valdez, that should be an easy fight to make. But I'm like, listen, if he ain't trying to fight nobody, then if I gotta force the mandatory position to get him in the ring, whatever, to make him fight somebody, then so be it. Because like I said, they'll sit there and say, "Oh, we want this fight, that fight." Then you hear Bob saying, "Well, they said they want to go in this direction or they want to go that direction." And they'd be like, "Come on, man."
That shit nuts.
Yeah, all the politics. I tell you, I know it's crazy. Well, before we wrap it up, I wanted to go around so everybody can have
Coach Aldo took all the time up. Now we gotta wrap it up. Now That's my guy though. But me and Red be clowning because like if you let Coach listen, like I said, y'all lucky he ain't start to my
don't say me and Red. I love Al. Shit.
No. I said don't lucky. Y'all lucky. No, Red. If you brought Burning Forest up, that'd have been a whole other hour, boy.
Somebody got a question for you, Jamal.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about cleaning up your scar?
No, that's why. I'm glad he asked that because that's why I was another reason why I was in Vegas over the last week. Red been telling me for damn near the whole year to get the scar tissue, but I had to go to bed. Like I had to go. Like it was 3 fights in a row that I got cut in the same eye. So I had to go. Like when I was in Vegas,
maybe you should listen.
I wanted to go see the doctor. I'm actually supposed to hear something. I'm actually supposed to hear something this week or next week about scheduling an appointment, and then we'll get the scar tissue, fixed up. But yeah, Dub. I definitely seen a doctor about that because I'm tired of getting cut. The same eye.
Red. He gave me my best experience.
Yeah, Red get his money worth in that corner, boy. With the
Red, right?
Put that Vaseline on. Hold up. I remember, like I said, the first fight, I was like, damn. I was like, Red, we good. When Red was like, nah, don't worry about it, we got it. I was cool. You like I said, the last fight, I didn't even I was like, yo, we gotta just fight. I don't care about the blood, whatever. But the doctors and whoever felt that, it was whatever. But the blood don't really bother me. But I understand from my team concern and how it may look with like the officials and everything.
It can sway the judging,
Exactly.
You don't want anything.
Because your ass get bust up. You know, soon as
in
you
the same eye, the
you
left
breathe
eye,
on you.
those scars over here, the right
because
side.
it looks like
yo.
it just open up with like a simple jab, like a jab, and
Yeah,
it opens right
it
up.
do.
So you have to,
'Cause
yeah, you know. So
I don't
you
even
gotta get it
remember. I
fixed.
don't even remember Frampton hitting it with nothing significant, and he was cut. I'm like, what? How did this
Yeah,
happen?
you gotta get it
Motherfucker
fixed,
Frampton
man.
said. That motherfucker said, "What the fuck?
No,
Jesus Christ!"
no.
Like, damn.
Well,
Oh my gosh. Coach Red, what you gotta say? Last words, shout
DB3,
outs.
Keyshawn Davis, December 11th in New York City. What card is that? Lomachenko
I'll be there. I'll be
and
commentating.
Kobe.
I'll be commentating on that
Yeah.
card.
Loma
Nice.
Kobe undercard. We got Keon Davis, who's still an amateur. Kelvin Davis is his big brother is 2-0. So we got all three of them now. So we got our work cut out for us.
They're so
You know
talented.
it.
I've had them up here at camp, all three of them. They're some good kids.
They good. They well schooled. Whoever had them.
They
Like,
are.
whoever trained them
Oh,
beforehand.
yeah.
Like
They're
shout out to
coaches. Yeah,
shout out to Coach K and Tyler
absolutely.
and you, Coach Christine, and whoever else had their hands on them because they very polished kids, man. We hopefully we can do some things, man.
Oh,
We
they're
gotta
just
see how
gonna get
everything play
better,
out.
better and better.
The thing that I'm
Well,
worried about is Keyshawn being too good and motherfuckers they don't want to fight him.
yeah,
how
I
they
can see
get.
that. I could definitely see that.
He gonna be
That,
like
that,
he gonna be in a score situations. Watch.
that's what
Right?
that's what I
He
fear.
gonna,
I mean,
he
knock
gonna,
on
yeah,
wood
he
because
gonna,
it's like these motherfuckers too good.
Yeah.
People overprice themselves out and don't want to, man, shit. And Top Rank let these motherfuckers do it.
Yeah,
Shit, they let
I
them do
can
it.
see that. He is
Nah, but
he
we
is that
don't
good.
want him. Okay. Back in the 80s and
Jamel,
90s, shit, they ain't letting you do nothing. You gotta fight.
how do I,
You think
how
you
do I
think
feel?
did you
you
see
think
Lee's
Chavez
question?
wanted to fight Sweet Pea?
Yeah, I see it. I mean, now Christina is actually she's getting better with each. You know what I'm saying? With each time she steps up to the plate. Honestly, in my opinion, and she's also she's a good person. She's real down to earth, and she's just easy to work with. Period. So
Yeah, she's
like
a good.
it's crazy. The funny story is I was gonna do it, and then I was gonna back out because I had some things pop up, and then when she had found out, she was like, she's like, I can punch you right now. I'm like, well, I don't know, like, what happened? Like, what you mean? Like, I'm like, this is at the press conference. After she did the press conference, she jumped on stage. She was like, I can punch you right now. I'm like, what did I do? It's like you supposed to come to the fight to work the car, and I was gonna work with you. I'm like, oh, now you know what? I gotta do it. It's my own girl. I gotta do it. I can't. Yeah, you know, because she ready to slug it out right there in front of the stage, and Bob was gonna let it slide. Like, come on, dude. But but Christina cool as hell, man. Shout out to Christina Vonche, man.
Yeah, she's been doing great. Michaela's been doing really good too, commentating. They both have. That's a good. I love that. Seeing those women up there. I really do. So Nika, what you got to say? How you want to close the show?
I'm a little bit tipsy, so I don't really.
Look, she's swaying. I can see why she's swaying over there. I can see her swaying over there in a little chair.
This is a good show. I was just listening, so I just want to say to the people online. Oh, people online, stop trying me. That's it.
That's what happens. Christine's what happens when you kind of tipsy. Shut up, dog. You trying to play normal, so you sit there and be quiet like nobody don't notice. That's what she was doing. That's what she was doing most of the time.
We had Coach Al dropping gems.
Coach Al saved you. He saved you. That's the new term for.
Oh my God, she said, Nika, what you have for last words? Not Jamel. Oh my God, yo.
Every time Nike try to make a point, she every time she make a point, she gets close to the camera. So she does that every time.
Okay, so my last words are because I've been acting right. I think I've been acting right on social media.
You have.
Stop trying me. And then we just enjoy boxing it.
You gotta ask that the problem. I think.
Agree.
And let's just enjoy boxing. How about that? Okay. And then stop being fucking haters online too. Just enjoy the boxing. And you don't have to. No. You don't have to hate. No, you don't have to hate on the next guy to big up your guy.
That's true.
That's my thing. Those are my last words before I take a sip.
True. Even nice people on social media like me get attacked every now and then. I don't do nothing. So I feel you.
I don't.
It don't matter because you're
too
too nice. Because you're too nice. They're gonna find a reason for everything. They're gonna find a reason for everything.
I could care too much what people got to say, man. Nobody give a fuck what these people got
no,
to say.
I don't. No, I don't. I don't care what people have to say, but I don't feel like you should feel so comfortable enough to say shit to me crazy. That's just my thing.
Twitter.
If you
Twitter
talk crazy,
is not a real place.
I know, but if you talk crazy and I'm in that mood, I'm gonna curse you the fuck out. People be talking crazy online.
So
and you know what? I've seen you, Red. You lost your cool a little bit sometimes. Come on.
Once a year.
You lose your cool a little bit.
Once a year, twice a year. That's it. You like I ain't gonna get on you. You on your
Maestro
account. I gotta go through the Twitter file.
No, I give her credit. I give her credit. This as long as she had this account so far without being suspended.
No, it's true. It's true.
I give her that. I give her that.
It's true. It's true.
She on her second strike though too. So the next week.
I know that's why I can't because my next one I'm gone on that one. If I get
2022 will be a whole different account.
So,
but Jamel, you be getting you be going off on people too in a little way.
Listen, I'm a nice guy in boxing as a people. I'm the nice guy in boxing.
And then you somehow you turn them into your friends. Somehow you turn them into your friends. But you be trying to be nice to everybody, and everybody doesn't deserve nice. Everybody doesn't deserve.
Everybody rock a Mel.
No, everybody that doesn't deserve nice. I'm just gonna say that. You be nice to some people.
We already know. We already know who you talking about too.
I'm not gonna say names. I'm just saying you be nice to people who don't deserve to be nice to you. That's it.
Are we speaking about fighters or people? I think
her internet went out.
She her own show. Damn, everything.
That
OTC Wi-Fi.
Everybody in general. You don't have to be nice to everybody, especially when they rude as fuck to you.
This rant was brought to you by Red Cup Night, starring Nika. Benny Nika from the Bronx.
She was supposed to say the final word.
Benny Nika from the Bronx has took over the show with the Red Cup. Y'all see, listen, you see she took more a little bit more of that shot, right? What you drinking on night? Now her shit fucked up red. Look, now
I'm drinking. It's a holiday. I don't have to work tomorrow. I'm gonna cook.
Tell your mother, yo, fix that dial-up internet.
You know what? I've learned that. I don't need to.
Tell your mother.
I've learned that.
Fix that dial-up internet you got. Tell your mother to hang. Tell your mother to hang up the phone. Tell your mother to hang up the phone in the back.
What I'm gonna say.
Tell your mother to hang up the phone.
Look. What I'm gonna say is I gotta stop taking up for people because I'm even taking up for you, and then you end up being these people's friends, and I'm like,
I don't have hate towards
everybody. Out, and then Jamel's
now it turned to the Nika Mel debate. Now we on Fox News. Now you want to bring it to Fox News?
No, No, I'm just saying. Now you're just gonna take up for yourself.
Look, the liquor. You know the liquor.
Christine, what are your last words?
No. Look at the size of the cup though. For one, look at
I can't click any of these. I can't click on any of the comments. Can you? I don't know. This internet is tripping right now.
Somebody said,
"Go get this woman cup."
Salute to everyone here and to the champ. Somebody said, "Shout out Jamel Herring." Thanks.
You can see the words. You can see the word. You can see the words still. Oh, you.
Oh my God, yo, this guy's tripping. Happy Thanksgiving from Boxing Republic. Somebody said you have Hampton Inn Wi-Fi.
Yeah, she got. Listen,
Christine. Somebody said you have Hampton Inn Wi-Fi.
It's that OT. It's that OT. I tell you that OTC.
I'm telling you.
You got about 50 motherfuckers on the same router now.
Yeah,
you know
I gotta be careful, because it may or may not go off. Exactly.
Now you can't talk. Your internet kind of shaky too. Your internet, you got that dial up. Tell your mother to hit the phone.
Oh, dial up.
See, Jamel's trying to be a comedian right now.
That's in your face.
He's trying to be a comedian right now. My internet has
nobody fears Nika over here, but the internet. Saying that right now, and I'm done talking about it. Nobody fears Nika but the internet.
Jamel, what you got going on so you could close out? Because you really want attention, man. Come on, you're doing too much. What you got next, Jamel? You got the surgery for your scar and all that stuff, right?
Look. Calm down. Look, you just want to talk with me. Okay, manager. Okay, manager. I didn't know your name was Bomac.
Taken care. Let's get the scar tissue taken care of. All right. And then
Brian, okay, I know your name. Hey, okay, Brian McIntyre. Why? Calm down, shit. I got
McIntyre.
I know, it's like McIntyre.
Hey man, what's up with y'all, man? Chill.
I'm gonna call Brian McIntyre. I swear, boy.
Christine didn't get to say her last words. Christine didn't get to say her last words because somebody was trying to make it the Jamel Harry show.
You keep talking. Listen. It's the New York Puerto Rican in you. I understand. I get it. I understand. Look. How you got a red coat at Sippy Stroke? Man, go on.
Oh,
man.
look what D Style said. I want to see Herring versus Santa Cruz. That would be a 40.
I try to get that fight. I actually try to get that fight. I'll try. I think Tank ruined that for everybody. I ain't gonna lie.
What did he even have going?
I think Tank ruined that for everybody. To be honest with y'all. Leo got enough good money just to chill. Same goes with guys like Mikey Garcia. Look at Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia. Every time I see him, he on the video with Ellie in a new car. So just
You don't think Mikey Garcia is gonna come back?
I think he will, but I don't think Mikey he's not in a rush to come back. You feel me? And then with boxing, we all know that window will eventually close itself after a while. It's like, Keith Thurman. And I like Keith, but it's like, the longer you sit out, the long, you know what I'm saying, the harder it is to bounce back and really do something significant. Don't come back like you said 8 months tomorrow. You want to fight Bud? You've been out for 3 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna ask Red. What did you think about the fight between? What did you think about the fight between Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence? Red.
What I think about?
Give me some Illmatic shit because I know you got that shirt. Yeah, do you give him Do you? Yeah.
Yep.
No, because
there's
a lot of
no. This is why I give motherfuckers credit for fights like that. No, this is why I give because you got people out there saying you got people that actually thought that Mikey was gonna win that fight, and he had a big ass following behind him with that fight, and he lost. And he lost it. You got to give Don't make the excuse now he was a lightweight and this then the third. Yeah, nah, he had a lot of people behind him.
I wanted to see
really thought that he was going to win that fight.
I don't know.
He wanted to catch that fade. Don't see it. Don't. Look. It's somebody else's Wi-Fi. Look at her Wi-Fi.
Where do you? No, my.
What was the question? You had a question about 3 minutes ago.
I was asking Red, but somehow somebody else jumped in. I was asking, what did you think about the Mikey Garcia and Spence fight? Because I don't know if anybody ever asked you that. Or do you put that as one of his?
Why would they?
He got whitewashed.
People do that. They did.
I did every mission.
He lost every round.
Do you?
Yeah. Listen, Christine. Christine, do you notice every time Nike gets upset, her Wi-Fi gets terrible? She over there, her voice is over there shaking the router.
Oh my God, this guy is fooling.
Look. Go ahead, take a sip. Look at the
cup. But Christine, you didn't even get to get your last words in. Oh my God.
Every time I get on her ass, is Christine get the last words in. You see that, right? Every time I get on her ass, it's Christine. You get the Christine get the last words in. Go ahead, that's all right. We just clowning tonight.
I just want to say, Herring is a good dude, a warrior in the ring. And
I'm coming back.
This question
Damn,
for you,
I'm coming
Mike.
back.
Lee Grove says, "How large is that red cup?"
No, it's a mug.
Okay? It got a handle on it. It got a handle on it, Lee. That's all I got to say. It got a handle on it, though.
Okay, I'm off. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. I'm off tomorrow, so I can drink whatever I want.
She's not cooking the damn thing tomorrow. She's gonna be hungover like a motherfucker.
Oh wait, okay, we have one more question and a comment. So D Style said, other than Shakur, this for you, Jamil. What was the toughest fight for you?
I think Christine. I know how to handle my liquor. Okay.
Did I cut out?
No, Wi-Fi. No, that Nike's Wi-Fi just catching up to what we were saying like 3 minutes ago. We talking about something totally different now. I'm done with
what other than Shakur? What is your toughest
Shavakar
fight you've had?
The Shavakar fight.
Oh, okay.
That motherfucker was hitting that fight. that motherfucker get hit.
No, we're her.
Red said he's
That's
out.
not my Wi-Fi.
Christine
out. Is the one in charge.
No, it's probably mine.
Look, they cut her off. She want to blame it on you, Christine. She want to blame it on you though.
But no, I
mean,
do
me and Red been good.
I really do. Much respect for taking your time
out.
I want
Respect.
you to have a happy Thanksgiving. I will be here.
Same to you.
Yes.
Tell Hubby I said what's up, and my and my extended family over there. You know, those are my peoples.
Absolutely, I definitely will. I
give you much respect to you, Christine, because you're out there making sacrifices on the holidays as well. So I gotta give you a lot of love and respect for that too.
Thanks, Champ.
Because me and Red done missed plenty of holidays together. So yes. I know how it is.
No, I appreciate y'all. I really do. Nike, I appreciate you too. Thanks for taking your evening out when you could be cooking. I know
she ain't cooking. She ain't listen. She not cooking nothing, but she ain't cooking nothing but mixing that drink. Don't even go there.
Look, don't project what's going on in your home.
I can cook. I'm cooking.
I cook over
I'm
here.
cooking.
I cook over here. Relax.
What you making?
Relax.
Christine.
Naka, nobody's scared of Naka but the people on internet.
This guy's doing the most. Wow.
Happy Thanksgiving, Remy.
Happy Thanksgiving, Remy. Pour us up a Naka.
What's your handle on Twitter, Coach Red, so people can follow you if you want them to?
No, I don't think Red low key.
Oh, Red don't like that.
Red be low key.
Red is good. Red or
I'm trying to change this.
Red is good.
Okay, guys, I appreciate y'all. Happy Thanksgiving. Y'all have a good night, and I'll.
We gotta do this again sometime too.
Oh, we're doing it again. Absolutely.
Sober.
Hey, let's do a different version though. We gotta do some love and hip hop, like current events type shit. We gotta talk about.
Hey, let's do it.
Oh, we can do that.
Let's do it.
We gotta do current event shit, like talk about some regular shit. This boxing is busting my brain right now.
Okay, we'll do love and hip hop then.
Current events.
And then Nike can have the floor because that is her lane.
Okay.
Not cursing everybody out.
That's what we're gonna do then. Okay, y'all have a good night.
Because I'm loyal to people. And
here we go, this loyalty shit.
Like I know you loyal to me and my team. I know that, and I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, we know that. Yeah, I
appreciate you.
There's no denying that. Nobody denies that, Nike. Nobody denies that. Nobody denies that. You listen, Nike. Nobody denies that. We get it. We know.
And Twin, I'm not getting roasted.
Twin, don't get her started. Don't get her started. Twin,
don't start.
You're gonna carry this shit over to Twitter now.
No,
calm down, my guy. Calm down, my guy. Go ahead and say it. Yeah, you gotta log on.
Good night, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Bye. Happy Thanksgiving.